Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. Hope everyone's having a great morning so far and a great trading session. Good morning. Oh, good morning. I missed you. Good morning, Amelia. How are you guys this morning? Good morning. All right, so I am 1-0. Both accounts that renew on the 15th are getting double contracts until further notice. Good morning, Trenches. How are you this morning? Good morning. How's the market treating you guys this morning? So I took one trade. It was here, just an alternate pullback. Perfect volume structure, perfect order flow structure. And then I actually attempted to get into the sell. No, that's not it. Not that one. It was this sell right here. This sell right here, I tried to get in on the double top, which was a crazy sell. We ran up what? We ran up 265 ticks from here. Knew the first pullback wasn't it, but the second one was with the double top, and I didn't get filled. When I tell you price just took off, you could see literally no pullback whatsoever. And of course, because I use limit orders, we need some sort of just one tick pullback, just at least one, and it just took off. And yeah, that's all I've had this morning. We had some 9 o'clock medium impact news, so I stopped trading at 8:55. 50. Ooh, that changed fairly quickly. I was looking to get into the sell right here, but the delta ended up turning positive. And that's been my morning so far. Really uneventful. Very uneventful. Your electricity was out for like 30 seconds? Oh my goodness. Yeah, thank goodness you weren't in the trade. It's working and my back hurts. Oh, you was on your feet for a lot? Hell no. Are you normally at a desk? You slightly green? Y'all, I was sharing with Trenches something that, and I woke up late, so I couldn't even respond to you this morning. I kept hitting the snooze, and when I hit my last snooze, I still laid there. But someone in Trade Kage's stream shared this. Oh goodness. 8. Hold please. Oh, pushed too far. Shared this interesting stat about the Nasdaq. So the overnight range on NQ, this was Wednesday night, was 42.75 points, which is the smallest since December 28th, 2023. It was the only sub 50-point range in 2024. So the sub 50-point overnight range by year, there were 0 in 2022, 5 in 2023, and that was the only one of 2024. Trenches, what did you end up saying? Lately, the move happened. Yeah, Trenches, that's what I thought as well with yesterday's session, because there were a lot of times when overnight the Nasdaq was moving and grooving all overnight. You just see this big move, and then during New York we might not have that great of a session sometimes when that happens. But seeing how tight the range was overnight, I'm like, okay, we might actually have a little breakout. We can do shit. We just continued it. I said like 70%. Oh, oh, and steel toe shoes at that. Oh yeah, your feet hurt. Good morning, True. How are you this morning? Good morning. Happy Friday. At least we are seeing some volume here. Because what did we, I think yesterday when I got off at 10, we only ended at like 183 or 185,000 volume. We're already at 154, so that's nice. I don't remember what the number was when I first started though. I would have to look at my recording because I do start my recording of the session when I'm actually, when I, like right before I start trading, just so I can look at the volume number. Because I do kind of want to start keeping track of it. Not from a standpoint of like, oh, if it's lower than this, I'm not even going to try to trade. Like, nothing like that. But just so that I can kind of like know going into it, like, oh, this is typically the volume that we see around 8:35 when I start. We're a little bit less than that or a lot less than that. So we might not get movement. I just kind of want to know just from that standpoint. But I definitely knew that 185 at the end was not good. Not good at all. Let's see here. Might possibly see some consolidation here until my half trends get back in order. Right now, the middle one is on top instead of the minor one. So until the I kind of treat them like EMAs a little bit. Until the minor one is in front of the middle one, I don't really trust the trend. Good, can't complain. Good, good. Y'all, I had to go to my cousin's house to help to watch the kids yesterday while they went and did something. And first of all, I don't know what it is about my nephew and him not liking kisses anymore. Um, but he ran up to me, gave me a hug. Well, my niece, she came all the way out the back of the house. Is that TT? TT! Jumping all on me, did it twice. So then the baby, I give him a hug and I kiss him on his forehead. He said, now he was all happy to give me a hug and hi TT. As soon as I kissed him, he said, hey, no kisses. So he had a little pimple patch on his lip. I said, what happened to him? His mama talking about, girl, everything is a problem now. Talking about he claimed his lip was bleeding. Wasn't nothing wrong with his lip. His lip was bleeding, so he needed a pimple patch. She said that for some odd reason his foot has been broken. I guess one night he claimed his foot was broken and he was like dragging his leg all night. Um so yesterday they just were tattletelling on each other. TT Cohen did it and TT Amora did. So he runs in TT. Mora stepped on my toe. I'm like, which toe is it? This one. So I said, okay, TT kissed it. Okay, bye. What? So then I guess his older brother laid on his leg or something. TT go and laid on my leg and broke my leg. I'm like, boy, get out of my face. Please. What is wrong with you children? But I had me a good little time. Me and Amora played Uno. And so we're playing by the regular, oh yeah, he's a big boy now. We're playing by the regular rules. Here she goes. TT, I want to play by some rules that we did on Thanksgiving. You weren't here. I'm like, okay, so how do we play? So if you put out a 7, you can switch hands. I said, okay. So then she's like, and if you put out a 0, you switch hands. But since it's not 4 of us and it's only 2 of us, you have to switch hands because you can't choose since it's only 2 of us. I'm like, all right. And then if you put the skip down, not only does it skip you, but I can put whatever card I want down on top of it. Whatever card. I'm like, all right. So we play Uno. And then when her brother came in, we were playing memory. And so at first they were helping each other. I'm like, why are you helping her? That's your enemy. And so she started to trick him, like, oh yeah, the card's right here. It was not actually there. So then he started getting upset, and I said, well, Cohen, you're listening to your enemy. So a couple times later, she's trying to help him. She's like, it's that card. He said, she's trying to trick me because she's my enemy. Child, I was cracking up. It was just so much fun. I love my babies. There's a person on Nutty. Look it up yourself. Don't take the word of a YouTuber. Yeah, Amelia, I don't get why people do that. Not to say that you can't ask questions, but why would you want to listen to a stranger? Like, take control of your business, man. Just why? Just why? Oh, don't hold me. Good morning, Granny. I was only one tick from my stop loss moving up to break even. But I don't want to manually move it. That's not part of my rules. Bitch. 67. That's like literally the first loss ever for that trade so far since I've been trading it. So I can't even complain. Well, I should be back to break even, right? Yeah. That's still very annoying though. You know what? I'm starting to not like that trade off of the that's probably the problem. Off of the high, it's a pullback all the way to my middle half trend. I don't typically care, but I don't think I like it anymore actually. Matter of fact, I can look at it now. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do is when we're pushing off of a session high or low, we can't pull all the way back to the middle or major half trend levels. That's easy to remember because so far this is why I have this little thing. So far, how many trading days I got on this thing? 22 and 22 trading days. It's only set up, actually it has not set up at all at the middle one. Coming off of a new high. On the major one, it's set up twice. One was a win and one was a loss. So we're just not gonna trade. It's just too big of a pullback. So like the trade that I took back here, this one stopped at my minor half trend. So that one was fine. But I don't think I like when it pulls back that far. So we'll just get rid of that. And that's easy. Let me write it in. No after new high or low. It was literally one tick from breaking even though, which kind of sucks. But it's all good. Now we not ignore, baby, I didn't ignore you yesterday. Trade Kage's Discord doing the same thing. Oh yeah, that person was asking questions about the My Funded Futures starter versus like I can when you have certain questions, I'm like, okay, you looked and you just genuinely don't understand. But when I could tell that you just don't want to read, like it's no way you don't understand certain things, especially when the chart literally lays everything out for you. The profit goal for the 150. Now that is on the damn the home screen. Nobody was Applejack, somebody was ignoring him. We could not see his chat. And he showed me a screenshot. He sent it on Discord showing that he really was messaging, but none of us could see it. Good morning, Janelle. How are you this morning? Happy Friday. Not I said, okay, wait. But all of them said they couldn't see your message. Don't say it's just me. Yeah, it's a freaking graphic. Like, look at the graphic. I just wouldn't. I mean, obviously, if you're asking certain people, you would expect for them to have the answers, right? And I get it because you feel like you're asking a reliable source, but still, why rely on somebody else? Like, so what if they wrong? Like, I think I told y'all how when me and Cayenne, who was the head of customer support at Apex, me and her first interaction was in the old Apex Discord. There was somebody asking about affiliate stuff, and they were asking the coupon code versus the link. And so I was telling the person, you can send the link. It's just like you don't have to have a coupon code. You could just send the link and they can enroll on your link. She's like, no, you have to have a coupon code. I'm like, no, you don't. The link works just fine. Otherwise, it wouldn't be there. She's like, no, you have to have the coupon code. I'm like, no, you don't. You can use the link. And so she was like, well, I just got back from vacation, so it must have changed recently. I'm like, no, I've been only sending my link for the last year. And that was that. And we've been cool ever since. But I mean, obviously, her being head of support doesn't mean that she knows all the affiliate stuff. She was head of customer support. And I think the affiliate stuff always had like a separate group of support team members. But it was just like somebody could have just taken her word as bond just because she was the head of support and she didn't have the answer. But yeah. Now where's my new whip? Not at the dealership. Yes, Applejacks, I saw that. Um, I can't really say I'm surprised. I can't. 6. I cannot say I'm surprised. Hold on, I'm trying to see if I'm going to take this trade. I don't like how, well, the zigzag did already change, but kind of have no choice but to get into it because we're taking every trade. Oh, wait. No, that's invalidated. Oh, now it's back valid. Figure out what the fuck you gonna do. It invalidated at the last second. Yeah, I saw that. I saw there's a lot of uproar with it as well. To be honest with you, my opinion, I don't really think it changes much. It doesn't because how many people are actually pulling out over $5,000 a week per XFA? Probably not many. I mean, the only thing that I don't like is when they try to make it seem like they're trying to do what's best for you. No, the fuck you're not. You're a business. You're doing what's best for you, which is fine. But stop pretending like you're doing what's best for me, because you're not. You're not. The only thing I can see that's one quote unquote better for the trader is them limiting how many resets that you do in a day per XFA. And the only reason I say that is because you do have some people that they're basically gambling. Like, not even necessary the way that they trade as well, but like to reset multiple times in a day per XFA, like that's you need to get up from the slot machine. Um yeah. And so obviously when they look at the bottom line, they see that the people who are always resetting and always like buying more than 10 combines in a month and stuff like that, these are the people that are getting the most payouts. The people who are doing it conservatively, who are treating it like it's a live account, you might up a little bit more of your risk, but you're not trading like a DGen. You aren't the people that are affecting their bottom line by doing some of these practices. Because even when I looked in their Discord at the payout channel or whatever, there's not a lot of payouts over $5,000. So you're literally trying to limit specific people, and you know what? I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I really don't. I don't blame them, because I mean at the end of the day, yeah, we hate when companies change rules and things like that. But if they are truly changing stuff, and they did, who was that? I feel like it was Patrick on Twitter posted a small excerpt from, I guess it was when Michael Patak talked about it a day or two before it was launched. He talked about it on Top Step TV. And Patrick was just basically like, they're going to tell you what's best for the trader. But in the verbiage that he used towards the end of that little small excerpt, he literally was like, it's not good for us. And that's what's true. And that's okay. But stop trying to make it seem like it's what's better for. You're not, people who have certain habits, you're not going to change those habits by doing this. Because guess what? These same people will just get other accounts elsewhere that are not limiting them in this way. But one of the main reasons why they used you to begin with is because other companies limit them in this way. And to be honest with you, I feel like a lot of traders who have kind of gone from company to company because, they do things to exploit Apex, and Apex changed things. So then they did things to exploit FTT. FTT shut down. They did things to exploit Bulinox. Bulinox was one of the companies where you really didn't have much except the 40% consistency rule. And so when people started to get on the Bulinox train, guess what? They changed rules. I feel like honestly that a lot of people who were doing some of these things have now gone over to Top Step, and because Top Step really didn't have rules like that, and now they're starting to have the same issues. That's just how I feel, because all this time when other companies were changing rules, Top Step didn't change anything at all. So I feel like they've migrated over there, and now Top Step has to change stuff. But that's just my thoughts. What is that? 113. Ah, interesting. Now, can we get enough delta? Nope. We got enough delta, but we didn't change. I wanted us to trap the sellers here just from this structure. Not you still trying to fail it and you still cream. Oh man. All right. We do have 9:30 news coming up in a second. If I end up break even today, I'm going to break my monitor. This week has been so ass. And today has not been really that bad, but I would have been better off if I didn't not get filled on that divergence trade. I would still be up one instead of break even. Oh yeah, Tuesday was a really, really bad day. I forgot about Tuesday. Tuesday really fucking sucked. So I was basically break even on Monday. Tuesday sucked. Wednesday, slight profit. Thursday, slightly negative. Today we're break even. Over the weekend, I need to go and update my TradeZella, except there's going to be days that are missing because I didn't know until this Apex account renewed. Well, yeah, I just forgot because I never had TradeAvate accounts. I forgot that it was going to give me a brand new account, which means that I lost all of my data and my trade performance. Which is sucks monkey balls. Not and you asked me about it. Oh my gosh. Too long of a range. Yeah. PA, top step, top step. Yeah, see, my Apex account is gone. So I have to make sure, and really the only reason why I haven't been on top of, why is this not working? I haven't been on top of my TradeZella was just because I was in the process of changing the strategy. So whenever I do that, I just stop even importing trades, which I need to stop doing. I could still import everything. Yeah, I should have never did that. But the one thing that I won't do is attach it to playbooks because now I have to detach all the trades from the playbooks because they're no longer valid. And then I have to go into all of the playbooks and redefine the rules and all of that. So it just sucks because losing that particular data kind of screws me a little bit. I wonder if it's still, no, it's not. Damn. Yeah, it kind of screws me a little bit because I really was tracking all of the trades that I've taken since May, just because I wanted to eventually see the equity curve go from super low to high, right? And so now I'm just going to have some data that's missing, but it's whatever. All right, news coming in 15 seconds. It's light impact, so it's probably not going to do anything. But the only reason why I have to do it is because of the way that the orders, there are some people who still just take orders out, and so it does affect the accuracy of my strategy. Excuse me, what? What? Oh, why did that look like that? Oh, okay, that's why. I got the email saying earn your free valuation accounts with Apex by beta testing their wealth charts platform. But in the preview, it was like you're officially in the queue. And I'm like, huh, what? I didn't even sign up for nothing. I don't want to use that platform. I don't. I think when you complete the beta testing, they give you 3 free evals, but you have to use it on wealth charts. I don't want to use anything but NinjaTrader because if I use that platform, I'm gonna have to start intraday swing trading because there's no way that I could trade the way that I'm trading now on wealth charts because all of my indicators are NT based. So I'm not interested in any capacity. I do think it's kind of cool that I guess when you get into a trade, it shows you where the 30%, the threshold and liquidation and all of that stuff is. I think it's pretty cool. But aside from that, I'll use it. I don't want to use any platform that's like associated with the why did that open in it? I don't know. I don't want to use any platform that's associated with the company that I'm trading with. Mm-mm. We not doing that. Hold on, I'm trying to show y'all if the first of all, why did it open up in Paint? Hello? My computer's being a dummy. Show more options. Why can't I? What the hell? Oh, there we go. Open with the snipping tool. There we go. But yeah, I guess when you're in a trade, it shows you where your 30% threshold is for the P&L, which is pretty cool. But aside from that, I don't see a point, personally. Y'all two are crazy. That is against your religion. Oh my gosh, y'all. So I randomly was watching Damn Good Trading, or Kyle, whatever. I was watching his stream from yesterday, I think it was. Y'all, he was in NinjaTrader. So he usually use, I feel like, Sierra charts, maybe. Is it Sierra charts? I don't know. He doesn't typically use NinjaTrader, but he started using NinjaTrader because he wants to copy trade 69 different accounts from different prop firms. So he was copy trading 69 props, and he was using a new platformless copy trader called ETP. And he's using that because it allows you to connect to multiple rhythmic connections to copy trade, even though NinjaTrader doesn't actually allow you to connect to multiple rhythmic accounts. But whatever. Y'all, he got into a trade and the orange orders popped up. He could not exit them. I think I was watching for at least 10 to 15 minutes while he was trying to fix the problem. So then he goes in and he has to go into each rhythmic and each trade evade to manually cancel the orders, because he's clicking flatten all, he's clicking cancel, and his trades are still going. And what happened was, when he got out of one trade, the ghost order was still there, and he's like, I wonder if I'll get filled here. I shouldn't get filled. Maybe that shit hit that price and filled him on the order. So then it just kept him going, kept him going. So he logs into Apex, and Apex is trade evade. So he clicks cancel. And now at this point, he's so irritated that he goes full blown degen mode, and he just starts clicking the sell button. I think he tried to do 20 contracts on M&Q, but it told him he had to do 21. So he was like, fine. So he just kept clicking and clicking. Y'all, he had 1,200 contracts going between his 20 accounts. And I was like, what the hell? That was the craziest thing I've seen in a long time. A long time. But yeah, it was very interesting. Yeah, degen is his normal. And then somebody in his chat was like, basically saying RIP because he's not being a full-blown degen anymore. He's trading micros, but baby, that shit pissed him off so bad. I said 1,200, my gosh. Yeah, 69. And he's like, I chose 69 for a reason. Good morning, New. How are you this morning? Okay, it was Sierra charts. That's what I thought. Not you. I have the primary. But yeah, he said he's trading micros now. And it's crazy because Michael Patak actually called him out on Twitter because Kyle basically was showing some of his accounts that he has, and he was like reloaded or something like that. And Michael Patak called him out. He was like, basically, no offense, but this is a problem. Like, this is one of the problems in this industry right now. And just basically saying, like, y'all go treat it like gambling, and then y'all just reload the accounts, and that's not okay, kind of thing. But yeah, and then Kyle responded and he's like, that's why I'm trading micros now or whatever. And he was like, good. But I'm actually surprised he called him out. But it is true. Like, on one hand, I understand how some people are like, if we didn't want to treat it like gambling, we would just trade our regular accounts. And I get that. Like, obviously, you're not going to sit here and risk 1% or 0.5% of your account in a prop firm. Like, what's the point? However, the way some people are treating it, they don't really realize that, yeah, you're in it for the money, but okay, what happens when you are wiping all of these props out and now the whole industry's gone? Then what? Then what? Because that's exactly what they're doing to some of these new companies. They know these new companies, first of all, profit trade can go to hell. Okay? They can go to hell. What I don't like is so many people trusted profit trade because, oh well, the CEO was a co-founder or whatever, was part of TickTick, and so they have all this experience and they know what they're doing and we can trust them because they came from TickTick. Y'all can be some goddamn on fools sometimes, not y'all but people. So you trust it just because of that? Like, don't get me wrong. I think that there are very few companies that come into this space to specifically set out to scam people, to just collect some money and go. I do believe that a lot of these companies have good faith in that they're just trying to take advantage of the marketplace. They want their piece of the pie. But let me tell you something. When you have a brand new company where the CEO has no experience in being on the corporate side of a prop firm, I can give you this much leeway. And I'm only giving you this much leeway because you are inexperienced, but you don't get a lot of leeway because the CEOs of all of these established companies and even some of the companies that have gone under have been very vocal publicly about a lot of the issues that the industry faces. The copy trading using replicanto, and these, the copy trading services, people exploiting bonds, people full blown gambling. There are just so many things that these prop firm CEOs are very upfront and honest and vocal and public about. So whether you have experience or not, you know the things that this industry is already facing. So you are supposed to do your due diligence and not be completely negligent and try to prevent some of these things ahead of time. It's negligent if you don't, because you already know that it's there. You already know that, number one, you're a brand new prop firm, so you're already at high risk of having some of these people come to your company. So not only are you new, but you start off new. You start off with a whole bunch of accounts, very little rules. What the fuck did you think was going to happen? People are trying to exploit companies that have rules. So with profit trade, they really pissed me off because you had this experience already, the CEO did, and you send out this long ass email. There are people in certain discords that have been waiting for payouts from 11/9, 11/9, 11/6. Okay, so they send this email out. I should have made a video about this. They send the email out and they basically apologized, saying that the success of their launch caught them off guard. I believe that they paid out like $800,000 in the first 30 days or first 45 days or something, or the first just payout cycle, something like that. I don't know. So they basically was just talking about all this stuff. They take full responsibility. You may have noticed we had no payout session yesterday. It's fueled rumors, blah, 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 whatever. We want to assure you that all pending payouts will be verified and processed. Now also, Profit Trade is one of the companies that has been retroactively doing things, okay? So anyway, here are the reasons they say that they have delays. Number one, destabilization attempts. Since our launch, our platform has faced daily hacking attempts, all of which have fortunately failed. We're dealing with groups of traders exploiting prop firm system vulnerabilities, either to generate fraudulent profits or to damage the firm. Bitch, we knew that already. They've been doing this at every fucking company. Why don't y'all pay some prop firm? I don't know who. Y'all need to pay the right people. Every prop firm should have some kind of engineer on their side anyway. There has to be a way where you can literally go through the data and see that it can flag something. This is simple shit. It can flag when there is a group of trades that are happening at the exact same time at the near prices, like within, I would say, 4 to 5 ticks, but they're happening around the same time in multiple accounts. How easy is that to find? You don't need to ask them to freaking record themselves trading and shit like that. This is simple stuff that can be coded. Then they said, third-party account management. Some traders have entrusted their accounts to others, which is strictly prohibited. We know about that. Massive hedging, a practice that's forbidden and has been widely abused. You should be able to clearly and easily code that as well. Casino-style techniques, while easier to detect, these practices exploit rules to maximize gains non-compliantly. Bad faith from some affiliates. Certain affiliates caught in fraudulent activities have not hesitated to publicly defame us with false content. We have gathered sufficient evidence and we are taking strong legal action against them. And then it says some sophisticated scamming cases that they're not going to tell you about because it will harm the company if you found out about it. Again. And then even Amelia, I'm glad that you pointed this out in Discord because I thought that I read that, but then I was like, maybe this isn't the company I read this about. The CEO, I think it was, they also came out with information saying that they hired whoever was over payouts during that time was just basically accepting everyone's payouts. So you mean to tell me you, an experienced CEO, was negligent enough to hire somebody to put them over payouts and you weren't behind the, like, you didn't do the secondary check to make sure as the CEO of a company, or you didn't make sure, like, come on, this is the first payout cycle. Are you for real? What? Even if you train them for 30, 45 days before you launch, that literally doesn't matter. It's when the payouts actually come in. So you mean to tell me you allowed this person to go in and just do whatever? You didn't look at the numbers like, hey, something don't make sense here. None of this shit makes. And then you launched a shitty alt crypto coin within the first 45 days. Somebody in the Discord was like, well, it's probably because something would rise or something. No. Because how many other prop firms in this space, out of all the prop firms out here, how many have some freaking crypto coins? You already had this planned, sir. And you can't tell me otherwise. You can't. Not my Stream Elements thing is working. I set this up like a month ago. Okay, wait, let me go back. Now get your rabbit stuff on. Oh, wait, Kyle, damn good. Kyle, he was on their Top Step TV before? I did not know that. Exactly, Amelia. Oh, Profit Trade has a lot of different account types. See, I didn't even know that. Y'all know I don't even look into these new companies. I let everybody else try them out because I probably would never. I just need 5 accounts with Apex and 5 with Top Step and I'm good. What's my background? Sandy, I'm sorry. I did see your comment on that last night, but I ended up falling asleep. My background, I was a nurse or I am a nurse. I just haven't worked for the last 2 years, but I've been a nurse for the last 12 years. And I've also been a realtor. I do have some experience with, like from an educational standpoint. I used to be a co-founder and director of education, financial education for a network marketing company. So I used to do a lot of, I wonder if I should have, oh no, I couldn't take that. I used to do a lot of speaking engagements, like paid speaking engagements. I think the biggest crowd I've ever spoke in front of was almost 700 people, and that was actually my first time speaking. I've actually run a few conferences as well, and that's really that. I do have another YouTube channel that was like based on financial education, mainly like debt elimination, saving, investing kind of thing. But yeah, that's my background. That's my background. I'm really detailed because I used to teach myself like since I was a kid, whenever like I was in school and stuff, I always taught myself and I mainly just read every page of every book I needed to read for the most part, and I always found a way to help me digest the information and memorize it because I have really bad memory. And so I just have a pretty good gift of breaking down things to where the average person can understand it. That's always been a gift of mine. Not you should have been trading with them and lose your money. Yeah, Amelia, I had no idea he was on there. I know him as Cal K. He was on their leaderboard. Hmm. Something like 50K and blew it all. Hell no. Oh, he was using the daily loss as his loss limit. Interesting. 20 point. Yeah, girl, this is just garbage. Now I get so irritated when it's like little stuff like that stupid trade that I just lost because I know it only had to do with us pushing from the high. I know that. But there's just certain things where like in my little thing that I'm tracking on my trades with, there's certain things that I just haven't really paid much attention to, and that just happened to be one of them because it didn't happen that much so far in the last 22 trading days. Most of the time when we were pushing from a new higher low, we were stopping at my minor half trend, or we didn't even get there. It was just like a very small 2 3 bar pullback, and price just keeps going. Or we pull back super far below my major half trend, and that automatically, once we get below there, that's not a valid trade, regardless if we push from a higher low or not. So this is just kind of frustrating. This whole week has honestly been frustrating just because like the market has sucked monkey balls. Big monkey balls. But it's all good. It's all good. The one thing I can say is for most of these days this week, a lot of people in the few discords that I'm in have really like struggle, like blue accounts and stuff like that. So I am happy that although I was red on like negative 300 some dollars on Tuesday, all of those, literally every single trade was stuff I didn't have very many examples of. So guess what? We just get on. We got enough trading days now where it just, regardless of the market conditions, it's just not a consistent pattern. So we can get rid of it. So I'm just happy I didn't blow any accounts. Yeah, even the one that I was supposed to blow, I couldn't blow because of the daily loss limit. But I'm happy about that because it could be worse. It could be worse. I'm actually curious, going back to Kyle. I'm very curious to know how much he has spent in evals and PAs for the year. Because what is his year to date, like 200? I feel like it's like 280,000 or something like that. I would be very curious to know how much he has spent, especially with his loaded up reload mindset. I wonder. Definitely wonder. $121.63. All right, we got 9 minutes left. See what we get. I can't wait. After this trading session, usually at the end of every week, after I'm done journaling, I will immediately, like, based on whatever my rules are now, even if I've made some adjustments throughout the week. I do go back through and I go through each day of the week and make sure that anything that's not valid anymore based on new rules because of, me realizing, hey, this needs to be a little bit more strict or whatever, I'll put like red X's near them, and then I'll put green check marks next to the ones that are still valid. And then I like to, on one page, just go through each day and write down all the trades that were valid. And I just do like, all right, what the setup is, and then I'll put like number one, if it's the first trade of that day, the time, and then if it was a take profit loss, break even, or a no fill. And I just do that because I like to see at the end of the week, like, okay, what would the P&L have been? What would the win-loss ratio have been? I can guarantee you there were not very many trades this week, which is very weird. Because on average, I should be getting at least about 7 to 10 trades a day, like on average. And I know for sure that has not happened this week. Because I think even, I feel like Monday is when I hadn't added back one of those setups yet. So Monday was only like 1, 2, 3. Well, Monday was 5. Tuesday was, I ain't even looked, but I know it was not very many, like maybe a couple. Wednesday was 1, 2. I got rid of that. I think 2. Thursday was 2, I think. And then today it would be 2 as well because, like I said, I'm going to get rid of this one since we pushed off of the high. So today would be 2, and I would have won the first one and not gotten filled at all on the second one. So, yeah. Then it's just a very weird week. No futures trades today. Ooh, 267 on options. Nice. You might sneak around today. Oh, excuse me. You have a great weekend. Bye. Enjoy your weekend. I'm weak. All right. I'm going to trade up to 10 o'clock though, because there has, what was that? A couple of, maybe that was last week. Or maybe it was this week. I don't remember. I had a trade at 9:59 and it worked out. Actually, I had 2 trades within the last 2 minutes and they were back to back. So we'll sit here and wait. See what happens. I didn't even look at a 5-minute chart today. Very interesting. Right, that. That is not what I wanted to happen. I wanted us to come down and create some divergence for the buy. But the market had other plans that did not involve me. 74. I wanted to pull back to the red dotted line if we're going to push back down. However, We are inside here. And I would have to break even at the zone, obviously. Which is kind of annoying. Need this to be a trap. Which it is, but no, now it's not anymore. And we might end up pushing up too far. There's the trap I'm looking for, but the delta's still positive. We would have to stall here for a little minute, and the sellers would need to take over. The buyers are still in control here. We got 2 minutes left. Still valid for now. But once the close of the bar is not going to clear, it's not going to be attached to that red line. It just, now it's just not valid at all. I forgot what the number was, 74. The delta's there, but I needed to, oh. Damn it. That is crazy. The delta got where I wanted it to be, but now the sellers are in control instead of the buyers. I want it to actually be a trap of the buyers. Market, you suck. And watch, that bar probably ain't even gonna close by 10 o'clock anyway. What the fuck? I'll show y'all kind of what's happening. Oh, see, it didn't even close. For a minute, it looked like it was gonna close properly. The delta was like 160 something before it pushed back up. And I just wanted the point of control to be the buyers instead of the sellers, but it failed anyway. All right, well, break even day, 1 and 1. Still gonna double contracts all next week. I might actually push a little bit harder than double contracts, but we'll see. Because I want to give myself, if the market is favorable, and I like this week, I didn't really miss a lot of trades. So I kind of want to make it to where if next week the market is more favorable than it is this week, and I'm doing my due diligence of not sitting out of a lot of trades, you know, if there's some mistakes in there here and there, fine. If I lose some trades because of stuff like today, you know, taking it off the new high and it bounces down to my middle or major half trends, I'm okay with that. But I just want to make it to where if next week is a good week, I'm taking enough contracts per trade to where I can either pass the account or at least be back at full drawdown. But like, I want to be into like profit, you know what I mean? Not just starting back over at zero. So I'll probably be doing more than 2 contracts next week, but we'll see. I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know. Break even after this. Yeah, I'm not break even for the entire week though. I'll tell you guys what the what I was. So on the Apex account, it looks like I'm down, and it's all because of Tuesday. I'm basically down about $400 on the November Top Step account. I am down about $400. So about $400 across the board. And then the December account, you know, we just started, what was that? Wednesday. So I'm only down like $40 on that one. So not too bad. My stats, let's see, I was 1-1 today, right? So 2, 3, 4 wins for the week, like 8 losses, 4 break evens, and I didn't track that right. Probably 2 or 3 trades where I didn't actually get filled. So based on what this week looked like, even considering the really bad day on Tuesday, I'm not even mad at it. To be basically -4 trades, because if I was 4 wins, 8 losses, yeah, -4 trades, I'm not even bothered. I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, exactly, Amelia. And considering I started the December account on Wednesday, and like Wednesday's price action was fine. Remember, I was actually up a nice bit in that last trade from the divergence at my major half trend. I thought I wanted that particular volume and order flow pattern. I don't even know why, because had I paid attention to my papers, I think I had crossed something out that wasn't supposed to be crossed out. So if I paid attention to my papers, I would have never actually gotten into that. I would have already taken that off the list of setups, actually. And then because it lost so quickly, I didn't have a stop loss. So my stop loss was more than it should have been, because I had to manually cancel. Um, and then yesterday was horrible, like just horrible price action. So for me to only be down $40 on that account, I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. So hopefully next week we get a little bit better price action than this, but we'll see. But I thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys bright and early Monday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day and your weekend. Be safe, and I'll see you guys Monday. Bye.